Go President Trump! That's right, President Trump. You have your Justice Department investigate the University of California, Berkeley because of the altercation that occurred during Monday night's peaceful protest outside a Turning Point USA campus event. Even us fascists have a right to free speech. My president's an accountable president. Well, I better be going because I don't want to be late for work. Morning.
Piss off, Karen.
Well, that was rude. Morning.
Shut up.
Jeez, what's gotten into everybody? Good morning. Oh, hey, Gwen, did you hear? President Trump is having the Justice Department investigate the incidents that occurred Monday night at the Turning Point USA campus event on the University of California, Berkeley. Yeah, President Trump is taking a firm stance on upholding people's constitutional rights. Isn't that amazing? Well, it was a good morning until I ran into you again, Karen. And no, I don't think that the President of the United States should be wasting even more of the taxpayers' dollars by wielding the power of the Department of Justice like some vengeful mob boss out on a mission. Well, this is about our constitutional right to free speech, Gwen. I mean, aren't you Democrats and liberals supposed to be all about free speech, or is it only about free speech when it's for the progressives? I mean, don't us fascists deserve the right to free speech too? Karen, everyone deserves their constitutional right to free speech, except... See, you said it, you agree. Yes, I did. But now if you'll let me finish, because yes, everyone deserves their constitutional right to free speech, except when that free speech violates the civil rights of others and incites or encourages a hate crime or hate crimes. So wait, just because they're Christians speaking at a college, they're inciting hate crimes now? No, Karen, it's not because they're Christians. It's because of the hateful rhetoric they spew towards other races, ethnicities, gender identities, sexual orientations, and even other religions. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, look, I gotta get to work. Toodles, Gwen. It's never a pleasure, Karen. And then I yelled, "Go President Trump! You have your
How
Justice
if we could just
Department
have one day
investigate
without
the
having to
University
wake
of
up feeling like our
California,
hair is on fire
Berkeley.
hearing about Donald
What
Trump?
is it
But
this
alas,
time,
that...
Gwen? Karen, do you know what the function of the DOJ is? Duh, they investigate crimes, Gwen. Well, kind of, Karen. The function of the DOJ is for prosecuting federal crimes, representing the government in legal matters, overseeing federal law enforcement like the DEA and the FBI, and for protecting civil rights. Right, and the constitutional rights of Turning Point USA were being violated, Gwen. No, Karen, no, they weren't. You see, a protester knocking an offensive item off a Turning Point vendor's table is a misdemeanor at most and could have easily been handled by local law enforcement instead of Donald Trump wielding the Department of Justice like some vengeful mob boss. And if Trump really cared about true justice, he'd be holding Turning Point USA accountable for violating the civil rights of so many others and for instilling violence. Really? Turning Point USA is a Christian organization. I mean, what have they ever done to violate civil rights or incite violence, Gwen? Well, Karen, most people don't know this, but according to court transcripts, Turning Point USA was one of the main organizers and funders of the January 6th insurrection, and they were solely responsible for getting Donald Trump on stage. Now, if that isn't inciting violence. Oh, I didn't. And Turning Point's late founder used to go on tirades where he would attack races, religions, ethnicities, people's sexual preferences, their genders, and even other religions that weren't his own. I mean, he went so far as to call for the unaliving of some of these people, which is a hate crime and should have been considered inciting violence. Oh, I didn't. And as if that hate-filled fascist regime could get any worse, Turning Point USA commits all of the aforementioned acts while being granted church tax exempt status. So, I mean, they are Christians, Gwen. Only to a small select few, Karen. Anyway, church tax exempt status is only supposed to apply if a church spends so much money helping the poor, the elderly, the needy, the infirm, which Turning Point USA has openly opposed. Well, I didn't. Well, would you listen to that? We gotta get back to work, Gwen. Every time, Karen, every single time. Hey, man. Good good talk, Mags. I gotta get back to work. We'll talk again later. Bye.
Good talk, Karen. Good talk.
You know, I'll bet that Obama and Biden forced Turning Point USA to do all that at the January 6th insurrection. Yeah, that's it. They did all this. Obama and Biden are at fault. Yeah. So, go President Trump!